Bex, and I'm a health and fitness guru on television and YouTube. I've worked with some of the most amazing people in wellness, and now I'm introducing my friends to you. 12 gurus, 12 videos, countless tips on making your life awesome. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Bex here, and I am here once again with the gorgeous Danielle Diamond from Zen Strength Yoga.
Thank you.
Don't laugh, you know you're gorgeous. She was just saying it before we started recording this video, how gorgeous she was.
I was.
We have something very special for you today. It is yoga for runners, because we know that you guys are a bunch of tight asses out there and we have to fix you. Well, she's gonna fix you up. We're gonna give you 3 poses in this video that are gonna elongate those muscles and make you even a better runner than you've ever been before. And then in a companion video that you'll find linked at the bottom of the screen and in the video description, we are going to give you, actually Danielle's going to give you, once again, I'm not doing any work today because I just had a baby 5 weeks ago.
What else is new? She's going to use this baby excuse forever.
Forever. You're going to give them a flow that incorporates all 3 poses. So we're going to get started right now, showing them what to do. And then after this, you're going to go and do that flow.
So I specifically chose these 3 poses because they open up the hamstrings, the hips, and the inner groins, which are the 3 places that runners get the most tight. So we want to keep those nice and open.
Okay, I'm probably really tight there. So let's experiment.
Yeah, most of us are all tight there anyway from sitting all the time. So you're going to take your left foot back about 3.5 to 4 feet. We're going to come into triangle pose first, right? And then open up to the left. So you can bring your hands to your hips and like literally pull that left hip back and the right hip forward, so you try and square off to that left wall. And then inhale your arms out into a T. Make sure you root from the ground up. So all poses are built from the foundation. So press all 4 corners of the feet down and then lift the kneecaps to really activate the quads, and then press the outer edge of that left foot down. Good. And then take a deep breath in, reach forward, lengthen through the right fingertips, create space on that right side of the waist from the right hip to the armpit, and then bring that right hand down, right? So you want to feel a stretch, like I said, in the hamstring and the hips, right? And one of the biggest alignment issues people have is when they try and get their hand too far down to the floor. So like trying to get your hand down too far, right? So we'll see what happens. Your shoulder starts to come forward, and then that doesn't let you open your hip as much. So you want to roll the back body toward the back wall and bring your hand up as high as you need to have that openness. So you feel that in your hamstrings and every place else?
I feel it every place.
Good. That's where you want to feel it.
Places.
Good. Okay. So modification could be, you have your hand on that chin. If you need to bring it up higher, you could bring it up higher. If you want more of a stretch and you can keep open, you could bring the hand all the way down to the floor. All right. Then inhale, come back up. And then we'll go right into Ardha Chandrasana, which will be the next pose. So bend into that right knee. Now watch. So look at your knee. See how your knee's coming past your ankle? You don't want to let that happen, right? So you want to spread your feet out a little bit more. Good. And then bend deep into Warrior 2, so you get that extension first, and then start to reach out forward and lengthen through that right side. Bring your right hand down about 8 to 6 to 8 inches in front of that right foot, and then just gently slide the left foot up and inhale and come up. So if you're a beginner, your pose might look like this, right? With your left foot still on the floor, totally fine.
Or you might just fall.
Or you might just fall, and that's all good. Yoga's all about, it's just yoga, as we say. It's not like, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? But you want to avoid, again, this, right? So you want to work, even if your foot's a little bit lower, to start to open up the chest and then start to straighten that right leg, and that's where you'll get that stretch in the hamstring and build strength in the quadriceps. So great variation on that to stretch out the quad, which also gets really tight, is to grab your foot behind you and open up, right? So yeah, so if you're just a beginner, you're probably not going to go back and grab your foot, but it's just a more advanced pose to get an extra stretch.
Can I say once again that I just had a baby and that's why I fell out of that pose?
She did, right. She would never have fallen out of the pose if she didn't just have a baby. It's
just
all
had a baby.
All because she just had a baby. So the fact that she's even doing this is...
I just had my 5th baby.
Your 5th baby.
Yeah. That's true.
A whole lot of babies, people. All right.
Okay, pose number 3.
Come down onto the floor. So we're going to come into lizard pose. You were doing a lot of this before you had the baby to get the baby out, right?
Yeah.
Because this is an amazing hip opener, okay?
Sure.
So you're going to take both hands to the inside of that right foot. So you're just going to come in to this little lunge here. And then again, this is great for the inner groin. And to get a stretch in that hip flexor, just scooch that left knee back a little bit more and sink into, you feel that, right? Into the right hip.
Good.
Yeah, good. So options here. If you already feel a stretch, you stay. If you don't and you want to go further, you start to walk your hands out and then start to lower your elbows. Yeah, see, she's really flexible. So you could bring the elbows all the way down. And then if you want to get even crazier and you want more of a stretch in the hamstring, lift up that left knee and extend back through the heel. So again, options, hands on the floor, knee down. You could be on the forearms like Bex just was, or lift up that left knee. And if you want even more of a stretch, there's always someplace else to go in yoga. That's what's awesome about it. The journey's never over. You can externally rotate that right.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's
so
awesome.
come onto the outer edge of the right foot and flex the foot, and then you'll feel an even greater stretch in that inner groin and in your outer hip extensor there.
That's nice.
That's a nice one,
a
right?
sexy
Yeah,
pose.
it's sexy pose. Yeah. This is really sexy. This is sexy runners yoga.
Awesome. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Remember, at the end of this video, or right now even, you can follow the link right here on your screen or in the description below to head over and get an entire flow from Danielle.
We're going to incorporate the sequence.
In the
poses
next video.
You tired?
I'm done.